I schooled in the northern part of Nigeria, precisely in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, ABU, Zaria, Samaru campus. While I was there, I witnessed so many Christian genocide. I witnessed more than 12 Christian genocide. How I was not a victim of any Christian genocide while I was in Zaria was that number one, God was protecting me. God was always protecting me, giving me signals, any signs that looks like as if there will be mass killing of Christians. So I will leave before they will start. Again, was that I studied the Muslim ladies. They've told them, people that schooled in Zaria can relate to what I'm just saying. They've told them, because sometimes we share this information among Christians. Once we see the sign, we start packing our things. Why Christians go to the library and the classes that are open to study, they go to the mosque and pretend they're reading there. So we monitor them. It's in that mosque they give them information whether they will be killing, there will be mass killing, that they have to, if they have to leave and go home before they start. It's that place they give them those information. So one thing we do is whenever we notice they just start going home, especially when we know there is no holiday, there is no public holiday, that the school is still in section, and they begin to go home in masses, they just sneak out. You just notice in this hostel or in this room in the hostel, a Muslim there just travel, another Muslim in another room just travel. Once we notice they just start traveling, we speak to ourselves, like me and my friends, we speak to ourselves and we begin to travel. And if we see you as a Christian, we come to you and say, just go home now. We don't know the next plan. That these people just travel. We start counting the numbers of rooms. We noticed there was a Muslim, but all of a sudden they've just traveled. We will tell you, go home right now if you love your life, because they've just traveled. And when you ask them, they've been taught that when you ask, are you a Christian, ask, they should just say they're going home because they just want to visit their family. They've given them lies. They must look for lies to cook up and tell you. So once we notice they've gone home or they're going home, we will leave the same day. Once we leave, watch out, within 2 days, they've started the mass killing of Christians. And again, whenever we notice that we know faces of people that stays in Zaria, faces of people that stays around that locality. Once we notice new faces have just come inside, and how you will know them is they normally drive trolley. They drive trolley and pretend they're selling water. Once we notice the faces, new faces of people driving more trolleys, pretending they're selling water, and new faces of people pretending they're okadas, we just know immediately that something is wrong. Give it 2 days, give it 3 days, give it 5 days, give it 1 week. You will hear mass killing of Christians in Zaria. Living in the northern part of Nigeria, it is one of the things I don't pray for my enemy, because if you are living in the northern part of Nigeria, you will not understand the meaning of peace until you leave that place. I schooled in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. I went to school in Zaria. I lived in Zaria for more than 4 years. Those more than 4 years I lived in that place was like one living in hell until I left. When I gained an admission into university there, I prayed one prayer. I was afraid, so I asked God to lead me. I prayed a prayer. I said, God, if you want me to go and stay in the north, protect my life. Protect me from this terrorism going on over there. I fasted and prayed, and God, with his infinite mercy, heard my cry and answered me and protected me. While I was there, I saw, but God did not allow me to see the real thing. I will only come back and meet what had happened. When I went to school in Zaria, I was a teenager that some of them will be asking me, where are your parents? Why are you alone here? I will tell them that I came to study. So, while I was there, God with his infinite mercy was protecting me all through. That while I was there, anytime there will be mass killing of Christians, I would not know. I will have the urge to leave, to either go and visit my family. I've done it like 12 times, 12 good times. And those 12 good times, I did it, came back. That time was not itself again. Some of them I will even be on my way, about to reach to my destination. I will hear it on the news that the place is burning right now, that Christians are being killed. I remember one day I traveled. My siblings were even angry with me. Why did you come back from school? I said, I don't know. I just felt the urge. My spirit asked me to visit. I just have that feeling that I need to come and visit home. So early in the morning that day, my brother, my siblings woke me up. Are you hearing what is happening on the news? Zaria is burning. Zaria is on the news right now that Christians has been killed. And some of those people, funny enough, in front of the house, because I was living off campus. If you know Samaro very well, for people that have been in the north, for people that have been in Zaria, if you know Samaro very well, there is a building directly opposite Samaro, a white building. That is where I was living. In front of that building, we see all these Boko Haram. Some of these Boko Haram, these bandits, you will see them there smoking. And you will think that ordinary, because why I knew it was them, the ones that are in Zaria, was that whenever I go and come back, the people that witness it will be telling you that it was those people that did it and all that. So that was when I realized, so these are the people doing it. And it's as if they have this policy that that building, they don't attack it. Maybe, probably because the owner is also a Muslim. So they don't attack the building, they don't burn the building. But students, they target students very well. And I don't know, when I was living in Zaria, I had friends who are Muslim. But I realized one thing, that when they want to fight Christians, you are their first target. So I disassociated myself fast from them. I don't trust them. I don't go again with them. I don't have anything to do with them. But one thing I realized fast is that once there is a problem, you are their first target. So I stopped being their friend, and I witnessed 12 or more than 12 crises, terrorism against Christians. Anytime a Muslim man loses in an election, the next target is Christians. And the worst of it, the most painful part of this incident is that they started in the midnight while people are sleeping, while people are busy sleeping, enjoying their sleep. The next thing they will realize is that their houses are burning, because one of the things they firstly do is to start burning houses, because they know with burning houses they will kill a lot of Christians. And they, like, if you've lived in Zaria, you understand what I'm talking about. Christians like to live in a particular area. Muslims like to live in a particular area, in the sense that if you see a Muslim man within that Christian region, it's maybe few. Maybe, let me just say 1 out of 10. If you see a Christian person among the Muslim area, it's maybe one Christian. Once there is a problem, you are the next target. They monitor Christian. These people hate Christian to call that they monitor what you say. I could remember there was this man. This man sells book off campus. If you've lived in Zaria, opposite Samaro campus, or Ahmadu Bello University campus, you will see a man there. This man sells books. One day, a Muslim man went to ask for change from him. So the man said, I'm not giving you. I don't have. I'm not giving you. So as the man continues to ask, the man now spoke and said, even if Muhammad come down from heaven, I will not give you. Do you know, right from my eye, that was the only one I witnessed, which the emir of Zaria did not allow it to escalate. Right from my eyes, within few minutes, they burned down the man's building. They burned down the man's shop. They went to the man's house, burned it down, before emir of Zaria came and took the man and his family and took them out of Zaria, asked them to leave Zaria, leave Kaduna, and they left. The evil happening in Nigeria cannot solve it. God preserve my life. I'm just making this video to let the world understand that it's happening on daily basis. The worst that was happening in Zaria was that it was Christian students in Nigeria are the ones that are mostly targeted in Zaria. And whenever this happens, the school will go on break immediately. Maybe we resume in 1 month time. After 1 month, once school resumes, you will notice that students that they killed are many. And I could remember there was this incident that happened in Zaria. I went and visited that school. Very few students survived. I was asking the students of that campus, if you are living in Zaria, there are a lot of students, there are a lot of colleges, university in Zaria. So I was asking students of that college, where are others? He said, we are just few that remain. And I was asking them, how did the incident happen? They told me it happened while they were still in the hostel. This terrorist group came and started killing the students. And whenever they want to do this, the Muslim students always knew, because they will ask them to go home. You will see them going on urgent holiday, or going home. They will tell you, I'm just going home because I'm sick. And one of the things, the wisdom God gave me, whenever I see 2, 3 Muslim ladies saying I'm going home because I'm sick, I will just pack my bag as well and go. And I will also let other Christians see, in case they want to follow me. Some of them will also pack their bags and go, but some will stay. That was how God protected me when I was living in Zaria. I thank God. I'm making this video as an evidence to how Christians are being killed. This is just little of what is happening in Nigeria. The evil that these perpetrators are doing is that they start this evil while people are sleeping in the midnight. It's very serious. It cannot stop. Nigerian government cannot stop it. Nigerian government cannot stop it. We need someone like David. This is injustice, and God must intervene. But God must use a man. You will see these people will burn Christians alive. You will see Christians born with tire because of their religion. This is evil. This is injustice. This is genocide. While we were living in the north, we have to disguise ourselves. You see the way I'm wearing? That's the way you have to be, just for you to be safe, to be at the safer side. That's the way you have to appear, just for you to be at the safer side. You even have to tie your hair. When I was living in Zaria, I can't carry my hair like this. You must cover your hair. Otherwise, you must be their first target immediately once they start. In fact, there was this Christian genocide that happened in Zaria, that there is a cosmetics shop that I normally, and some of the ladies normally visit. To my surprise, the man was killed. Before I left Zaria, the Christian genocide, it became too much, very unbearable, that every now and then, every minute of the day, you will hear they've just killed Christian. It was at that point I told God, I cannot again. Please take me out there, because when I finished the University of Zaria, I continued my studies. So I began to cry to God. I said, please, Lord, take me out. I cannot, because it came to a time that we were not going to church. I remember I did not go to church for 6 months. Our school stopped us from going to church, said if anything happened, that they've warned us we shouldn't leave the school premises. We were instructed never to leave outside the school environment, because the mass killing was too much. And they know, these people know who are Christians. They know if you, they know, and they know by your dressing that you're not part of them. They will immediately kill. So the school warned us not to. It came to a time I told God, I cannot continue like this. I've not been able to go to church. I'm not happy. Every day is bad news upon bad news. From there, God with his infinite hand of salvation and mercy, took me out of that place. There is Christian genocide in Nigeria. Christian mass killing. These people go to churches, burn the churches down. Christians don't fight back. These people will go to where Christians are staying, living. At night, they will burn down the whole community. They will burn down the whole place. Nobody will ever talk about it. The government will bury it. The government will silence it. The government will not even show it, and they are aware. They will only announce that there are crises in Zaria. It is time for God to arise, and God must arise. His enemy must be scattered. God must arise for his people. God is not silent again. Whenever you are praying, remember Christians in Nigeria. I know these people very well. With the way they've been exposed, if no one do anything about it, if the government did not do anything about it, there will be more. Because they are evil. And they think evil. There's nothing they do. Nothing good comes out of them. What they think every day continually is how to kill, steal, and destroy. So, Jesus has come that we might have life and have it more in abundance. How can a government in Nigeria claim that there is no killing of Christians, there is no Christian genocide? They are killing Christians there. And the government is aware. They are very aware. Kindly subscribe for more updates, prayers, teaching, insights. Thank you and bye.